Today, we're diving deep into a hot topic from the world of 90 Day Fiancé. And I have to ask, am I the only one who thinks Emily from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, actually became more likable? Or are we all on the same page here? Let me know in the comments as we get into this because, honestly, I need to know I'm not alone. Alright, let's rewind for a second. If you've been following Emily's journey since she first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, you'll remember how much she stirred the pot. At the time, she was fiery, brash, and had this, let's say strong-willed attitude that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. She was juggling life with her one-year-old son Coben, waiting for Kobe to join her in America, and living under her parents' roof. And wow, if you've ever lived with your parents as an adult, you know how stressful that can be. Add a fiancé coming in from another country, a child to raise, and cultural differences? That's a lot for anyone. Now, fast forward to Happily Ever After? Season 8, and we get to see a whole new side of Emily. I couldn't help but notice some major changes that made me rethink my first impression of her. You know when you're watching someone and you suddenly go, wait a second, are they actually kinda awesome? That's the vibe I got. Let's talk about one of the biggest shifts I noticed, Emily's willingness to embrace Kobe's culture. Like, let's be real, how many times have we seen people on this show absolutely refuse to budge when it comes to their partner's traditions? So many. But Emily? She totally surprised me here. She may not be a traditional Cameroonian wife, okay, she's far from it, but she showed so much respect for Kobe's culture. Remember their traditional Cameroonian wedding? Emily went all in. She wore the attire, celebrated the customs, and fully embraced the moment. And can we talk about how sweet it was when she called Kobe her perfect king as he stood there in his wedding clothes? Ugh, my heart. That wasn't just for show, you could tell she genuinely appreciated the experience. And it didn't stop there. Emily welcomed Kobe's family with open arms and even made peace with his friend Valerie for the sake of her husband's happiness. That's big, you guys. Huge. Like, how many of us can honestly say we'd put our pride aside like that? I know I'd struggle. But Emily showed she was willing to do what it took to make her marriage work. This is why I think she deserves more credit. A lot of people on 90 Day Fiancé are so focused on what they want, and they forget to meet their partners halfway. But Emily? She's fiery, yes. Bossy? Sure. But her actions showed that she's also open-minded, respectful, and has genuine intentions. Quick question, what did you guys think of Emily during the wedding? Did you feel like that moment changed how you saw her too? Drop your thoughts below, I'm dying to hear what you think. Now, let's talk about another huge reason why Emily is becoming more likable, her journey as a mom. When we first met her, Emily was stressed to the max. Like, you could feel it through the screen. She was living with her parents, dealing with a fiancé who was adjusting to life in America, and she was pregnant again. Can you imagine the pressure? At the time, I'll admit it, I thought she was overbearing. She came off as one of those reality TV moms who seemed to micromanage everything. But now that I look back, I think we were a little unfair to her. She wasn't just being bossy for the sake of it, she was navigating an incredibly challenging situation. And let's not forget this was all happening during the COVID-19 lockdown. That added a whole other layer of stress to their lives. But here's the thing, Emily didn't let those early struggles define her. As we watched her story unfold on Happily Ever After, we saw her truly blossom into motherhood. She found her rhythm, she softened, and she became this nurturing, dedicated mom who clearly adores her family. And can we just talk about how much Kobe admires her as a mom? During the tell-all, when Rob Warren joked about Emily being a baby-making machine, Kobe didn't laugh it off. He said, "That's the type of woman she is." I mean, come on. If that doesn't show how much respect he has for her, I don't know what does. Since their time on the show, they've welcomed 3 kids, bought a house, and built a stable life together. Kobe has his green card now, and Emily is a full-time stay-at-home mom. They're living their version of the American dream, and I think it's beautiful to see how far they've come. Fun fact, did you know that Emily and Kobe's family updates have been some of the most positive fan favorites from the 90 Day franchise? It's true. People love seeing them thrive after all the challenges they faced early on. So here's where I stand, I think Emily's story is one of growth. Sure, she had her rough edges in the beginning, who doesn't? But over time, she's shown that she's adaptable, open-hearted, and deeply committed to her family. I also think we, as fans, need to remember that these couples are dealing with a ton of stress. It's easy to sit back and judge them from our couches, but when you look at the bigger picture, you start to realize just how much they've overcome. Emily and Kobe faced cultural differences, financial struggles, and the challenges of raising kids together all while being on reality TV. That's no small feat. Your turn. Do you think Emily has become more likable over time? Or are you still on the fence about her? I want to hear all your opinions in the comments. Let's get this discussion going because I know you guys have thoughts on this one. Alright, that's it for part 1 of this deep dive into Emily's transformation. Stick around for part 2, where we'll talk about the specific moments that really changed the way fans see her and what we can learn from her journey. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.